Good morning, interwebs. This is where I've been spending a lot of my time lately. I'm sure you've noticed that I tend to go in like phases of where I'm filming. Like I will always sit in the very same chair and, well, it's because I do similar things, or I'll be standing in the same location. Well, I've been spending a lot of my time lately, especially at night, sitting right here. This is my sewing table, and I figured out that my laptop can sit on the table and then I can, be seen on the webcam while sitting in my comfy chair. So I sit here, pile things on the ironing board, and my project bag's down there. My drink has a place. My phone has a place. It ends up actually with a pretty cute background, though that's not why I'm sitting here, but it looks cute on camera. And I wear my wireless headphones with my little ears on them, and I can chat with people. So I spent some time on a VCAN again tonight. But that was how my day has ended, not how it began. I got up, and everyone was still at the library. I'm going to put you right here. I might be a little bit cut off, but I'll get comfy. Anyways, I got up, and everyone was at the library, took a shower, got around and stuff, and they got home. We hung out a bit, had lunch and stuff, hung out a bit, had some leftover, we had apple gooseberry crisp. That was really tasty. I made some yesterday. So we had the rest of it today. And then it was time for rest time, which basically was just some like quiet playing while I did some things with my daughter. And then it was time to go to dance. And we left like super early in totally not a rush. And we got there on time. And it was lovely to not be like scrambling. And then after we dropped her off, we went and parked in front of the library so I could steal Wi-Fi so that I could listen to podcasts while the boys watched Toy Story 3. And then, even with enough time, we got back to the dance studio, and there's a space right in front. And we parked there. We went and waited in the hallway where my children somehow controlled the volume of their voices better than they have done, like, in months. It was wonderful. We went in, and it was the first class of the month, so we got to watch everybody dance. And that was enjoyable-ish. So, then came home and had dinner. Oh, out by the library. Oh, let's go look at my library books. I actually, after we picked up my daughter, I went by the library, and the kids stayed in the car watching Toy Story 3. It was 55 degrees out today, so, and they had the heat on, but they stayed in the car, and I went in and got books to take on my trip. So I got this book called Summer Days and Summer Nights, 12 Love Stories by Stephanie Perkins, and they have short stories by all of these people, like Lee Bardugo and Libra Bray and Cassandra Clare, and a bunch of like famous-y people who I have not actually done a lot of reading of their work, but I would like to, so this is going to be a good place to start. Then I got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and Fangirl, apparently the enunciation, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which I've been wanting to read. And then in the section of books that are, that don't belong to our library, but like the traveling library for North Central Kansas, they happen to have Paper Towns by John Green. What I went in looking for was to get An Abundance of Catherines by John Green, but our library does not carry it, and Paper Towns was there, in the circulating collection, so I snagged that up, and I actually started reading it tonight. I think I read like 30 pages? Yeah, about 30 pages. So, that is good. I've wanted to read that book. It's not bad. And then, so I was reading, we had dinner. Then, kids listened to some stories. I did a bit of sewing and some stuff in my office, just cleaning things up. Then about the time everybody went to bed, talked to my parents, found out that in California there have been mudslides, which is not great. Nobody in my family is affected by them. The reason why it is mostly not great for me, and I recognize is not the reason, like, overarching that it's not great, because my issues with it are like the least of things, but it is likely going to get in the way of my trip out there because the 101 is currently closed because of mudslides, and Amtrak has, well, not Amtrak, but Southern Pacific, who owns the rails that Amtrak runs the California trains on, have closed down the tracks between Oxnard and Santa Barbara, California, which is going to get in the way of me getting where I need to be in California. So I, despite saying that I was not going to, went and did a bit of looking into how I might divert around that. I did find a solution, which would be okay, but would definitely cut into my trip some, and that's not ideal. But then Steve went and did some looking, and he found a solution that, if need be, would work, and actually, I think it would be about break even on cost and time. So we'll see. Hopefully they will figure something out, because I do not leave until next Tuesday. I leave in like a full week from now. So in a week they could clean up an awful lot of mud, or they could have more issues. You never know. So we will cross that bridge when we come to it. And then after that, and looking at that stuff, I was in a bad mood about the whole thing, and I wasn't going to go and VKN tonight. I was going to just, I don't know. I figured I was not going to be a pleasant person to be around. But I decided I should make an appearance, so I dropped by the VKN, and it definitely helped to improve my mood, so that was good. Spent some more time talking to nice people about silly things, so yeah. And now I've been off for a little over an hour, just did some things around the house, and now I'm gonna go to bed. It's a little earlier than it's been, but it's time for bed, so I'm gonna go throw some stuff in the wash before I go, and then I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.